I met Susie 26 years ago, and we were at a church camp.
And for him, it was love at first sight. He was a nice guy, and I really enjoyed him. But for me, I was just like, all the weird guys liked me, if you know what I mean.
I first met Simon at school. Well, he was kind of in a group, like it wasn't in our group or somewhere else. And then I just saw him once or twice, and then he kind of came into our group, merged in. I don't know how or why. And then I got to talk to him, and I found out that he lived like really close to my house.
So we started walking home together. Like we still do that every day, and we talk about like how our day's been, like what we're gonna do the whole day, what we learned, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I met Ali because he turned up to church one day. Turned up with, I think, Jonathan and with Josh, and he's been there since.
The first time I met him, Joshua was my neighbor. I used to go to his first time I met him. I was like riding around and I saw him. And next Sunday, Joshua told me that let's go to church. And his mom picked us up and we went to church. And the first time I met Larry, he was sitting down in a chair. And after Joshua said that I'll bring a new friend with me. And Larry was like, okay, that's nice.
I met Susan when, well, we went to playgroup together.
We've known each other since birth, I suppose, so I don't really remember the first time we met.
I met Magnus just over 2 years ago when I started working for OM, and he's my boss.
Well, I first met Donna after she returned after 9 months on the Logos Hope. She'd been there chipping rust, and yeah, then I think we might have met in a restaurant where we worked very hard to recruit her for the OM team here in New South Wales.
I moved churches in year 3, and when I came, Claire was one of the first people I met, and I got put in a class with Claire, and then it was like a class of 4 or something really small, so we just got connected pretty quick.
One word that describes Susie, I would say, is mysterious.
Let's see, one word that describes Dan. He's totally amazing.
One word that describes Ali. Nuts.
Fun. Crazy.
Tall.
She's a weird person.
Funny. And encouraging and cool.
Very forgiving. So yeah, and he's the kind that when you hit him, he doesn't always hit you back. He kind of goes, oh well, and that's forgiving, isn't it? Yeah.
One thing I admire about Ali is his genuineness to seek. So he really wants to find answers, and he really wants to know what being a Christian is all about and what Jesus is on about. And we've had some breakthrough this week.
He's very kind, and whenever we do our text, like when we're writing something, and like he helps me how to find like how to go through the Bible, because like I don't know much, and yeah, he teaches me a lot of stuff.
The thing I admire about Jun is he's really strong and I'm really weak, so just want his muscles and his strength, you know.
His fabulous skills in computing. I would have like viruses and all these pop-ups, and I'll call him, be like, hey dude, my computer's stuffed, and he'll be like, oh, do this, do that. I do it, and it just goes, pew, it's all good. So you know, that makes me smile. I go, oh, it's so good to have a friend like that.
One thing that people might not know about Magnus is that he was a runner-up in the 1957 Eurovision Song Contest, and he's still a singer, and he's actually at the Rudy Hill RSL next week performing as Bjorn in a ABBA tribute band. You should check it out.
Well, one thing most people don't know about Donna is her love for Celine Dion music. She's got the most amazing collection of everything Celine Dion, as well as her love for pink frilly dresses. Yeah, she just loves to dress up in heels and anything that's frilly and pink.
One thing she should do better is she should be better at maths, so she can be in my maths class.
One thing she should really do better is eat. She's really messy eater. It's funny though.
What's wrong about that?
Well, whatever she's eating, she'll get it all around her mouth and then she'll try to lick it off, and it's really sort of, it's very Arnica.
One thing she should really improve on is like acting her age. Like, she's really funny when she's immature and I like her that way, but yeah, I don't know, it's good, but there's no buts actually.
One thing she should really do better is gain weight. She should really gain some weight. She's too skinny. But it's a good thing. But it's just not very good for me.
One thing that I think Jun should improve on is to control his gases. On the way home, there's a really big hill and he farts every second. And I think that's cause of the ozone.
I'm glad Susan is in my net because it'll help us become closer.
I would say that Arnica is my net because she's the one that would probably help me the most because she's the same age and we get along really well. So I think definitely she would be my net.
I'm glad Jun's in my net because he can support me and he is a really great friend.
I'm glad Simon is in my net because he's an encouraging friend. And he's someone that makes you want to look back at your mistakes as well.
I'm really glad that Magnus is in my net because he's someone that I trust, someone that's really honest and open, and that we just work really well together. I think we really complement each other in our working styles, and yeah, it's just a real pleasure to work with and for him.
I'm glad that Donna's part of my net because, yeah, she's a great listener and encourager to me personally.
I'm glad Julie's in my net because she's awesome and she's funny and she's really kind and caring, and she won't, like, if someone says something to you that hurts you, she'll just, I don't know, like, look out for you and just say something to them to make them be quiet, and yeah.
I'm glad that Claire is in my net because she's really caring, and like, I really don't know what I would do without her. Like, I don't know, since year 3 we've been pretty tired, so.
I'm really glad that Ali has become a part of our youth group because I think he brings a new dynamic to it. He brings a personality that's not your cliche Christian kind of what people expect, so he brings something new and something fresh and something real to our youth group and net group.
Is he gonna speak again or not?
No.
Yeah, and that's last time, like, I was sleeping, everybody was sleeping, because like Larry always sleep like further down, and I just heard a big bomb. That was an exploded fire. I was like, oh, everyone's like, wake up, what is that, what is that? Just started laughing, and everybody started laughing, and after I was like, I know the person, but I'm not gonna call his name.
I'm glad Susie is in my net because she completes me. We are one together, and it's so funny. She sometimes finishes my sentences and I finish her sentences, but when I'm not with her, I feel something's missing, so I would say she completes me. Hopefully I complete her too, I don't know, but she completes me.
I'm glad Dan is in my net because he is a great supporter. He listens, he has a load of wisdom, he has a lot of strategy, he's got the prophetic side of him as well, so he cares very deeply, but he has the ability to be strategic in all the garbly garble of my life, and he is a great supporter.